Hi everyone, welcome to the calendar view of Outlook on the web in Office 365. We're going to take a closer look at how you can schedule events or meetings in your Outlook calendar as well as in group calendars, such as your school, staff room, team. Let's get started. So normally when I launch Outlook on the web in Office 365, I would be in my email view. However, I've come to the far left panel and clicked on the calendar icon to open up my calendar. And it does open in my calendar. Notice that my calendar is pink and it is currently selected. Now, below my calendars, I can also see that I have access to other people's calendars. So these are calendars that have been shared with me. I've been invited to either be able to view or even edit the calendars. Let's just collapse that. Notice that I also have access to group calendars. These are groups that I'm either an owner of or a part of. And these groups also include any Microsoft Teams that have been created from groups, such as your school staff room team. All right, now it's important that when you're creating events, you select any and all of the calendars that you want to possibly have access to. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click New Event in the top left corner. Now, let's start off by adding an event to my own calendar. I'm going to go ahead and add a specific title for this meeting. And notice that I could go ahead and invite attendees to participate in this meeting. When I click on Invite Attendees, Microsoft Outlook gives me some suggested contacts. These are typically people that you are frequently meeting with or connecting with. But you can start typing the name or address of an individual that you'd like to meet with, or multiple individuals, and just select them from the global address list. Below Invite Attendees, we want to adjust the date and time because Microsoft Outlook tries to base it on the current time that you're working. I don't want this meeting to happen today at 10 p.m. So we're going to simply click on that little calendar icon and we're going to change it to Tuesday the 25th, and we're going to say from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now notice over here on the right, it shows that it's green. It means everyone is currently available. So Outlook actually checks my colleagues' calendars, and based on any appointments or meetings they have booked in their calendar, it will tell me their availability. Notice that I can choose to set this event to repeat. So if this was a weekly meeting, I would simply click on the drop down and select every week. Notice that I do have the ability to customize a repeat pattern for this meeting event. If this was a meeting where we were actually meeting at a specific place, I could go ahead and enter the address and the name of the location here. If it's a Microsoft Teams meeting where we're going to meet online in Teams, I need to toggle this switch on, like so. And below, I can go ahead and add a description or provide more information to my colleagues about what this meeting is going to be about. I can even attach documents or files to this meeting invite. Let's turn Teams meeting off. I just want this to be a regular meeting. So we're going to go ahead and come up to the top and click Send. Oh, actually, before we do that, notice response options here in this top menu. If I click on response options, notice that by default, it's set to request responses and allow forwarding. I can turn either of these off. I can also hide the attendee list. All right, let's go ahead and hit send. When I hit send, my two colleagues are going to get an email invite, and they're also going to see a placeholder, just like I see on my calendar. All right, let's go ahead and create one more new event. This time, we're going to create a Teams meeting event. We're going to give this a specific name or title, And again, I can invite attendees and I can set the date and time. All right, this time I'm going to toggle on that Teams meeting switch, and I could go ahead and add a description or attach documents for this Teams meeting. But in this case, I'm just going to come up to the top and click send. Notice that that event has been added to my calendar. My colleagues will again get an email invite as well. They will get a placeholder added to their calendar. If they accept the meeting, when they double click, they'll be able to simply come here and click on the Join Microsoft Teams meeting link to access that meeting. All right, let's take a look at how we create a new event in another calendar. So I'm going to come back up to New Event, and this time I'm going to start here at the very top left corner of the meeting details window. Notice the drop-down caret beside calendar. Notice when I click that, I see 2 additional calendars: Staff Room Demo, Parents of Homeroom 4A. That's because if I look over at the left panel of my calendar, I can see that I have checked or selected my calendar, the Staff Room Demo calendar, and the calendar for that parents group. Now let's book this meeting inside our school staff room. I'm going to select the school staff room group. I'm going to add a title for my meeting. Now let's talk about inviting attendees. I don't necessarily need to invite attendees because this is going to be booked in our staff room calendar. If I want an email invitation to be sent to the group members, I do need to invite attendees. Now I don't need to type their names out. I can simply come up here to this notification and see where it has invite members in blue. If I click that, notice that staff room demo group has been added to invite attendees. Now, because I've clicked this, my group members will receive an invitation in their inbox. If you are populating your staff room calendar, I highly recommend that you do not invite attendees because they will get many invitations or notifications. Notice that again, underneath invite attendees, I will set my date and time. Again, if we were meeting in a physical location, I could add the name of the place as well as the address. If it's a Teams meeting, I can toggle on this switch. Once again, I can come up to response options and I can adjust whether I want to request responses or allow forwarding. And when I'm ready, I simply click save, and let me just turn off my calendar so that we're only seeing that staff room calendar. There's that event added.